Finished filming for today. I did like cameos, and then I did my YouTube video, which is going to be going up. But in my YouTube video, I mentioned that I was going to do something for Patreon, and before I decide not to do it, I feel like I'm just going to do it. It's just one of those things that's like very personal, but I honestly feel like a lot of you guys will understand what I mentioned. Hi guys, what's up? So I just finished filming for today. I did like cameos, and then I did my YouTube video, which is going to be going up. But in my YouTube video, I mentioned that I was going to do something for Patreon, and before I decide not to do it, I feel like I'm just going to do it. It's just one of those things that's like very personal, but I honestly feel like a lot of you guys will understand, and it will like help you, or I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's positive, and I'm not like the most like so like fake positive, you know, people. There's a lot of like people who are very like fake positive, and that's fine. Like, you should do what you want. I wish I could be like, I'm, you know, like very positive all the time. I'm just like not. Whatever, it is what it is. Everyone's different. But so I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys something that like kind of like, I don't know how I'm gonna say this. It's like very personal. It's very personal, and the thing is, I haven't like ever told anyone really. I mean, it's not like I haven't told anyone. It's like something that I just wouldn't talk about normally. But I don't care. I share so much with you guys that like, why not? And like I said, for some reason I feel like it can be helpful to you. Okay, so, and sorry, like this is, I always touch my hair like this. I know it's really bad, but like I feel like on Patreon I can just do whatever I want, and like I can just like act however I want, or act like maybe like the real me or something. Why did this do a battery? Okay, sorry. So anyway, I just don't fight on Patreon is what it is. Anyway, you guys, so like a couple nights ago, I was sitting in my bed, and I like couldn't fall asleep, and I don't know what. So this is the thing, if you guys don't believe in God, that's fine. I feel like you should, like, this is not really about God, so don't like think it's like about that. I'm not like preachy, you know that. So I love God. Like, I fucking love God. And it's weird to say that, fucking love God, but whatever, I do. I have a very personal relationship with God. I don't go to church. I'm not like super religious, but I definitely value everything about, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, this is my personal thing. And I talk to God all the time. Like, all the time, okay? And I feel like everyone has their own, like, personal relationship with God, or however they, whatever. And I sometimes at night, like when I talk to God, I like cry. And like, it's not like tears of like unhappiness or happiness. It's just like very emotional for me. I just love him, and I just trust him, and I know that I'm like very, very blessed. But at the same time, I've had to go through a lot to receive the blessings, I think. And it was just like this weird epiphany I had the other night that I was like, oh my God, I kind of want to get up and just like share this with Patreon right now. But I didn't want you guys to like think I was wacko for like filming at like 3 a.m. And I was tired anyway, so I didn't. But I wanted to do this before I kind of like just got over it. Because I'm kind of like that. Like, if I have a project in mind, I have to get it done like right away. Or else if I leave it alone for too long, I just won't end up doing it. So anyway, this is the thing. I feel like, so weird saying this, I feel like I have literally anything I've ever wanted or asked for in my life, I've received. And like, saying that is so weird to me, because I know that like the world is full of like suffering, right? Like a lot of suffering. And I'm not saying that I haven't suffered. I haven't, like, you guys haven't, like, you don't know everything about my life, right? So definitely I've been through a lot of shit. But in the end, I always get what I want and what I ask for and what I work for. And it's not like I'm just sitting around praying and praying and praying and praying. It's like I'm obviously doing things when I'm praying to facilitate that. But I feel like without God, I feel like nothing is possible without God. Personally, it's just my opinion. I'm wearing this backwards and it's flipping. This is my new collection. I fucking love it so much. It's like very religious and bold. Okay, anyway, so I just want to kind of go through something. I just like really want to talk to you guys about this. So let me just go to like the beginning of time. So of Alex's time. So I grew up and I was like really unhappy. Like my childhood should have been happy. Like it should have been happy. I grew up in like a normal household, like good parents, you know what I mean? Like they provided for me, like, you know, middle class, like normal childhood, very normal American childhood. But I always wanted more. Like I was actually very resentful to my parents, so bad, I know, but it is what it is. Like, I'm sorry that because I wanted more, but it just wasn't that, right? And then like I had like, you know, an aunt, my aunt's family who had, you know, money, and I would see that, and it was just like I always wished I was part of that. Not that I didn't love my parents or anything, and I always knew that they did everything for me, but I just always wanted more. I did, okay? And then I went to that private school and I saw like the rich kids, and like that whole thing conformed me too, where I always wanted more. I saw like the parents would like pick their kids up in like Mercedes, and like my parents literally had cars that barely worked. Like they had like cars like over 10-year-old cars, and it was so embarrassing for me to be picked up in like that line in the small like private school where everyone were getting picked up in like really nice cars, and I was so embarrassed, okay? Like thinking about it like could make me cry, because and it's nothing about my family, about my parents, it's nothing, like they worked really hard, it's not that. And I even thinking about it, I'm ashamed that I would even be embarrassed about that. Like today I'd be like, fuck you, bitch, yeah, these are my parents' cars, who cares? But I was a kid then, you know what I mean? So like it's just different. Anyway, I always wanted more in life, right? I always wanted more. And I feel like, you know, now I'm 37, whatever, since like I had the business that whatever, I've been able to do that for myself, right? Like, yes, I've been able to do that for myself. Okay, that's one thing. Then when I was a kid, I was fat, I was ugly. I wasn't ugly, but I was fat, and like I wasn't like desirable. Like I never dated in high school. I didn't really have very many friends at all. And I always wanted to be like pretty, and yeah, for me, I'm skinny. I told you guys, I compare myself to myself. I'm not saying I'm skinny, okay? Shut up. So people are like, you're not even that skinny. It's not the point. Like I'm not comparing myself to fucking some model, okay? You should always only compare yourself to yourself, like the best version of yourself. Obviously, I could never be a 5'10" fucking runway model, like, but I'm actually hotter than so many of them, so shut up. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I got like with you guys there. Anyway, I forget sometimes that I'm not on YouTube. So anyway, I always wanted that. And like, you guys know, I was like heavy for a while. And like, I just feel like recently over the past like couple of years, I worked really hard to get the weight off. My life has been fluctuated with weight, but like, I really, like 3 years ago, never thought, remember when I was like, I had that white, I was like doing vlogs in that white Mercedes, and I was like heavy. I was fat, you guys, dude, I was fat. Like I saw my picture, stop. Like I never thought I'd get off. I was like, literally, I don't know how to get this weight off. I'm never gonna get it off. It's too hard. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to live. This is like the new normal for me. But it wasn't true. I was able to get it off. Like, and I've been able to keep it off for like 3 years now. So it's that too. It's like, I was miserable, okay? I was miserable with that weight. I was unhappy. Like it took me hours in the morning to get ready and just to leave the house. And anyway, I was able to lose the weight. It's another thing that I feel like through hard work and God, like, you know, it's not like God made me lose the weight, but I feel like anything that I accomplish in life, it's because God is there. I don't know, I really feel like that, okay? Okay, that's just another thing. These are things that are important to me, okay? Then I moved to LA, right? I moved to LA after I was engaged. Okay, no, remember I was engaged like a while, like right when I started YouTube, like I had just gotten out of the engagement. Anyway, we broke up, the engagement was called off, and like I begged God, can we please try again? Please let us try again, please, please, please. He did, he let me try again, didn't work, but he let me try again. We tried again, okay? I always get what I want, okay? And it's like, I'm realizing this, okay? Then I moved to LA because I like started whatever, HRH in Irvine in my little like junior one bedroom, which you guys remember. And then I decided to move to LA to like in like my loft. And I move here, and like literally within a month, I meet my husband, my ex-husband now. And I'm not gonna say like, this is the thing, a lot of the times I let men choose me. I feel like I'm not the best with relationships or whatever. Like it's just, I think I've put so much work into HRH and stuff that like relationships are, I'm not very good at relationships. I don't know, long story. Okay. So I meet him, and he's like persistent and stuff. And so I see all my friends, they're like out drinking all the time. They're miserable. They can't find anyone. A lot of them are actually still single. And I moved to LA, and I find this guy who seemingly checks off all the boxes, good family, like similarities, whatever. I knew his friends. Okay. So anyway, wasn't an amazing relationship, you know, but we ended up deciding to like get married or whatever. After like a few years, we break up, get back together, whatever. Anyway, I begged God, begged, please, like let him, I want to, like, can he just commit? Can he commit, and we get married? Please. Like, not because I really loved him, honestly. I don't think I ever really did. It's just because I wanted to, and I really wanted to like be married, okay? And I really hate this is backwards. It really bothers me. I don't want to flip the whole thing around, okay? So anyway, he did. We got married. Like, he gave it to me. I didn't think he would happen. I really didn't, because this, like, my ex was very immature, like, seriously, like, just, you know, typical, like, LA, very immature, whatever. So I'm not talking shit. It's just the truth. Anyway, so, so, you know, he gave it to me. Like, we got married. He let me do that too. Anyway, that was a long story. I got married definitely on the DL. Parents didn't know. Shocker. Like, no one knew. Stupid. Bad idea. I don't even care. I don't think it's a mistake. I don't think anything in my life that I've done is a mistake. The only mistake is that, yeah, I let my, like, I'm 37 now. I don't have a child yet. Hopefully I'll have one. Who knows? But, like, you know, I wasted time. But it's not really. Like, it's what I wanted, okay? So that. Then, okay, it keeps getting better. I just want to say this. So then when my ex-husband and I broke up, like, remember how we, like, I filed for divorce like 2 years ago or something, over 2 years ago. And then we tried again. Well, during that break, I had met my current boyfriend, and it just, like, whatever, it was bad timing. You know, my ex-husband, Nick, was still like begging me back. He always said that, beg me back, you know, whatever, fine. So just like, it wasn't good timing for us. And so I just was like, fine, we'll try again. The whole fucking year that we tried again, basically it was like through Corona, through like COVID, when everything was like locked down, and I was like, we were selling the house, whatever, to move to Newport. I was like, literally could not go anywhere near that I thought my new boyfriend would be. Like, I could not go like to the Pacific Palisades because I thought he'd be there. I could not go to Venice because I thought he'd be there. I could not go to Santa Monica because I thought he'd be there. I thought about him all the time. Like, I like literally would do, and I'm like, God, I will do, oh my God, please, I would do anything in the world to be back with this guy. He showed me affection and love. He blah blah blah. It was the timing was bad. Maybe this timing will be better. Like, begged, prayed. Like, I just loved everything about, I told you guys know, right? And I'm not saying this guy is I'm not saying like we're getting married. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just like, I'm not, who knows? Like, I told you guys, who knows? I don't know. Okay, no one knows. Like, everyone has things, okay? So anyway, but I ended up, like, look, I got it again. I prayed, and it happened. Like, I got it. I got him back or whatever. I got to try again. Like, I know it's like every fucking thing, like, and I have gone through shit, right? I have gone through a lot of shit. Like, you know, running this business is not easy. Being on YouTube and getting harassed, like, and slandered and trying to be canceled, and like the worst of the worst is not easy. Like, I mean, every fucking lie and bullshit they can say, they do. The way, you know, everything is hard. Okay, everything in my life is very hard. But like, at the same time, in the end, I have always like gotten what I've prayed for and like wanted so badly. Maybe it's like manifestation, they say. I don't even know what that means. Like, it's like if you really want something, you can get it. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I just know it through like God. But it's just like that. It's, I don't know. It was like those things that I really wanted. I remember, like, when I talk to God at night about things, like, it's now I'm thinking, like, what do I really want now? I don't know. Like, nothing. Like, I'm not like praying to God every night. And when I pray to God, all I do is sit there and thank him. I like say thank you. Like, I thank him for like half an hour in bed every night. Like, all I do is say thank you. Like, and I like get so emotional about it. Like, I start, my eyes start to well, because I feel like he hears me, and I feel like he knows I'm thankful. And even though I'm not like the most like happy person in the world, I mean, I'm fucking lucky, but at the same time I work my ass off, and like, you know what I mean? I'm not like this like girl who grew up and like everything was given to her on a silver platter and she's like so privileged. Like, you know what I mean? Actually, no, like, I've worked for every fucking thing I have. But I really want to share this with you guys, because I don't, like, if you don't have it in you, you don't have it in you to like feel what I feel. But like, maybe you do. It's weird. Let's try like I don't know. It's really weird. I had this like thought the other night and I was just like, oh my God, like actually like every single thing I've ever wanted, I got. Like I really have. And I'm not saying my life is going to be perfect all the time. Like, you know, and then, you know, I don't want to say this, but like my mom, we had like a scare with my mom at one point, and like it was like a weekend of waiting for some results from the doctor. This was like about 6 years ago. I was dying. I was on the floor, like laid out, like on the floor, like couldn't breathe, like dying, thinking that my mom was like going to pass, or could like wasn't gonna be, like, I don't know, we had a scare, right? And I just prayed like so much, like, oh my God, like I my face was red, my eyes were probably this big from crying for all weekend. Like let me tell you a funny story. I was so like I was so scared. Anyway, the moment on that Monday we found out whatever the results, they were like, it was a mix up or some weird shit. I don't even remember what happened. I blocked out of my mind. I was so thankful to God for my mom that I went and bought her like a Chanel boy bag. I went and bought us like matching Chanel boy bags. Like, and like, I'm like thinking, like tearing up thinking about it, because I was just like, oh my God, like my mom is like my treasure. Like oh my God, like, oh my, I don't know what it was. I don't know why I did that. I just knew that she liked that bag. And like, I was like, I don't know what to do for her, but like, this is something I don't even know. She doesn't care about that kind of shit, but anyway, so I'm not saying that like everything in life is like gonna be perfect from here on out. Like I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of like heartache, a lot of like people like passing or something, and like who knows, like hopefully not, hopefully, you know, but life is life. And I just think that for the most part, for now, even though I've had to go through so much shit, it's been like wow, you know what I mean? It's just really crazy to me. It's really crazy. Do you guys feel the same way? Like, sorry if this was boring, but I just feel like it's really like, it's so powerful that I feel like so much of it is like hard work and God together. I don't know. Anyway, I just really want to share that with you guys. I don't know where I'm going with it. And my YouTube video is going up tonight. I love you guys so much. Go check out my line, my new collection too. I talk about it on the video, but I really love this stuff so much. It's really cool. Oh my God, I would look so much better like that. Okay, bye.